Welcome to Fan for Racing Radio. I'm Fan for Racing Sharon, and joining me today is Jay Huseman, and we are here for the Madera preview for the ARCA West Series. 3 more races for this ARCA West Series with Madera, the Bull Ring at Las Vegas, and Phoenix.
And with those 3 races, it is a points battle. I know we'll talk about that towards the end of the show here, but that one is still actually a very solid points battle with 3 races remaining. So this Madera will be the next one on the list and could determine a lot of positions here going into the final 2.
And this is the series that has 16 drivers on their entry list as well.
Yeah, so we got Robbie Kennealy, Todd Souza, Eric Nascimento, Eric Johnson, Tanner Reif, Jake Bowman, Jaron Gianni, Trevor Huddleston, Blake Lothian. Let's see, I got halfway through in one breath. I'll take another breath. Andrew Chapman, Kyle Keller, Cody Dennison, Nick Joanides, Joey East, and David Smith.
For Kyle Keller and for Robbie Kennealy, this is going to be their home track.
Well, and they are definitely 2 of the ones in that points battle. Kyle Keller certainly improved that, picking up the victory. So when we look at the point standings, could be riding a train of momentum right now.
Okay, well, the Madera 150, presented by the West Coast Stock Car Motorsports Hall of Fame and Madera Ford, will take place this Saturday, September the 27th. That's 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, but 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time, and it will be available live on FloRacing. I'm definitely looking forward to watching that.
Now, the ARCA Menard Series West returns to Madera Speedway for the 10th time in series history. 4 Saturdays, Madera's 150, presented by the West Coast Stock Car Motorsports Hall of Fame, as well as Madera Ford. Race is the 10th of 12 for the ARCA Menard Series West season in 2025. And this is a big number. It's the 1,038th in series history, as it dates back to its inception in 1954.
That's awesome. Now, previous ARCA Menard Series West winners at Madera Speedway include Jack McCoy in 1973, Bill Sedgwick in 1989, Doug George in 1995, Butch Gilliland in 1996, Lance Hooper also in 96, Mike Duncan in 2003, Eric Holmes in 2009, Caden Honeycutt in 2023, and Trevor Huddleston in 2024. The points leader could be a tough one here too, especially as the defending winner.
Certainly, and he'll be in his number 50 High Point Racing Race Car Factory Ford, defending winner at Madera Speedway and leading that ARCA Menard Series West into Madera with 2 wins so far in 2025, both at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Now, he leads the championship standings by the 12 points over Kyle Keller, who's in that number 71 Jan's Towing, Jan's Racing Ford. We got the 3 races remaining on the season. Huddleston started the second and led 145 of the race's 153 laps in 2024. I mean, somebody else only got to lead 8 laps.
Okay, now Keller and his Jan's Racing teammate, Robbie Kennealy, in the number 1 Jan's Towing, Jan's Racing Ford, head to Madera Speedway with momentum on their side. Keller scored his first career series victory 3 races ago at Tri-City Raceway, while Kennealy dominated the most recent series race at All-American Speedway. He won the General Tire Pole Award in qualifying and led every lap en route to his first career victory. And we have an interview with both of those drivers after their wins here at Fan for Racing Radio, if you want to check those out.
Most certainly. I'll go back into the tab there and have them stored. Another driver, though, you can't count out is Tanner Reif. He's in the number 13 Central Coast Cabinets Toyota. He's hoping to rebound from a disappointing race at All-American Speedway. Reif started outside the front row, but was deemed to have jumped the start and forced to serve a stop-and-go penalty, which took him from the lead to the tail end of the field. Reif rebounded to finish 8th, but it was his 4th consecutive race outside the top 5.
All right. Now, last year's General Tire Pole Award winner, Jaron Giannini, in the number 23 Versatile and Stone 3rd Gen Race Cars Toyota, was making his 2nd start of the season. Giannini, who finished 6th at Madera in 24, finished 7th in his only other 25 start at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway back in June.
And another one in that top 5 points battle, Eric Nascimento Jr. is in the number 4 Impact Transportation, RJ's Paint Shop, and Phillips Brothers Fab and Construction Chevrolet. He's making his 3rd start of the season, as will Andrew Chapman in the number 55 High Point Racing Race Car Factory Ford. Nascimento finished 9th at Sonoma Raceway and then battled to a 6th place finish at the last time out at All-American Speedway. Whereas Chapman was 6th in his debut at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway in June and then notched a career best 3rd at All-American Speedway.
And former ARCA Menard Series winner Joey East in the number 88 Shockwave Ford will make his 2nd start of the season. He was 4th at All-American Speedway in his 25 debut, and East scored his 1st and to date only career ARCA Menard Series West victory at Colorado National back in 2021.
And speaking of Eric Nascimento, he holds the ARCA Menard Series West track record, set it in 2023 at 14.544 seconds, which is 82.369 miles per hour. Now, the track record goes back a little further, though.
I was just going to say that. I took the words right out of my mouth. Butch Gilliland holds the ARCA Menard Series West track record set back in 1996 at 68.571 miles per hour.
And I hadn't seen the year yet. I just saw the name. So I was like, I know that goes back a ways. Now, the Madera 150 presented by the West Coast Stock Car Motorsports Hall of Fame and Madera Ford. Again, it'll be streamed live on FloRacing starting at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 9:30 Central, but then 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. That'll be on Saturday, September 27th. As with all ARCA Racing, live timing and scoring data will be available on arcaracing.com. For up-to-the-minute updates, please follow at ARCA_racing on X, or if you know it as Twitter.
Okay. And I know you went through the entry list already. Do you want to go through the points?
All right. When you look at it, Trevor Huddleston with the 12-point lead over Kyle Keller. Tanner Reif in 3rd is only 26 back. Robbie Kennealy is 34 back. And then Eric Johnson Jr. is still in it there at minus 37. Blake Lothian in 6th is minus 83. I don't know if he's been mathematically eliminated, but overcoming 5 drivers in front of you in 3 races, probably not going to happen.
Yeah, unless they crash and burn, it's not probably
and take each other out. Yeah. David Smith is in 7th. Jake Bowman in 8th. 9th is Todd Souza, and then Canadian Jonathan Rium in 10th. And I did not see his name. I think he's got a car entered, but he's not in as a driver. So again, over 3 races, I think you could look at 5th place on up: Eric Johnson, Robbie Kennealy, Tanner Reif, Kyle Keller, and Trevor Huddleston. But again, it's not just a matter of total points. It's you have to overcome those points, make those points up. And you're talking about, even for Eric Johnson, that's 4 drivers in front of you, a tall task. When you're talking about, let's look at average finish. Trevor Huddleston's is 4.2, Kyle Keller 5.1, Tanner Reif 6.6, Robbie Kennealy 7.4, and Eric Johnson 7.2. So at best, you're talking of making up 3 positions. That's not going to get you a whole lot of points, honestly.
It's pretty tough to do. We'll put it that way. All right. Anything else you want to point out before we move on?
You mentioned it earlier, the West Series, for sure, and they're still under a what is it going to be, 12 race, season-long point standings. I know we talk about playoff points and whatnot, but the West Series really does seem to provide a good points battle every year, even under this total points format. I think that shows the talent we have racing out there on the West Coast.
All right. Do watch for more coming soon. We've got 3 or 4 reviews or previews already taken care of. The next one up is going to be the Cup Series. They're racing at Kansas Speedway along with the Xfinity Series and the ARCA Menard Series. And then this one, the ARCA West Series at Madera Speedway. So do watch for those to come out between Thursday and Friday. And then on Friday, hopefully Taz and I will be able to sit down and give you the fantasy report for the NASCAR Cup Series at Kansas Speedway. And then on the other side of the weekend, we'll be back with all of the reviews for those 4 races, along with our live stream of Hot Topic Sound Off with the Fan for Racing crew, which is myself, Jay, and Chris. So definitely looking forward to some more conversation, Jay.
Well, and speaking of conversation, we have it scheduled. We haven't done it yet, but we do have another interview scheduled
that's right.
for tomorrow. I don't know when it'll come out. I know it takes some time to do the editing, and we appreciate that, Sharon, but was able to lock something down with Chase Howard after his 2 ARCA Menard Series starts.
Yes, and I'll probably have that out by 9:30 on Friday morning.
That's what I know. Normally you do them at 9:30 the next morning.
Okay, so thank you everybody for tuning in. We do appreciate you, and we hope you enjoy the reviews, previews, interviews, and more hot topics here at Fan for Racing Radio. So we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video, which will be the Cup Series. So,
and you use the word view a lot there, preview, review, interviews, and we just appreciate you viewing. So tie that right in there.
Tie it right in. Okay, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.